Hello and welcome. I'm Brian Caplen, editor of the Banker. I'm with Silvia Pavoni, the economics editor. We're at the Bankers Bank of the Year Awards 2017 in London. Silvia, it's black tie event, champagne corks are popping. And what sort of response did we get to our awards this year?
A fantastic response. We got really strong entries from banks all over the world, and we were able to award 141 institutions, and about 100 of them are represented here at tonight's event.
Okay, and of course the thing that everybody wants to know is who won the big award, the Global Bank of the Year Award this year.
So the big one went to Grupo Santander, which had a fantastic year in 2016 and continues to perform really strongly. This year, one of the highlights was Brazil, of course, which is now the strongest earnings contributor to the whole group.
Right, and of course it's the biggest foreign bank in Brazil as well.
It is a very strong player there. The Brazilian earnings now represents, for the first half of 2017, a fourth of the total.
Okay, now Santander has been very big on its digital push, and I think it's opened these kind of digital cafes in Chile. So tell us a little bit about that.
It's such an interesting initiative. So they've created the Work Cafe in Chile, starting from the idea that prime locations for branches are seldom used as much as they could. So they're not really exploiting the potential that these fantastic locations could offer to customers. And so they introduced coffee places, essentially, in these areas, and the CEO of the Santander Chile, Claudio Melandri, was really keen to point out that it's good coffee, and also co-working areas. And at the back, you also have the chance to talk to branch staff, and of course, for them, it's a fantastic chance to potentially meet new customers. So this is a really interesting idea created in Chile, which the whole group is looking at potentially exporting as well. So these new initiatives are really becoming so important for all banks around the world, aren't they, Brian?
Well, obviously, banks are focusing on digital now. There's a whole debate about how much you keep the branch, what you do with the branch, which of course is why the Santander venture is so interesting, and how you marry up the branch with the online product. But basically now, I mean, if you're catering to a new generation of people coming along, if you don't have quite a good online product, and particularly now, of course, a mobile app, you're really not anywhere in banking. So that's been a big feature in how we've awarded banks this year. We've also looked at their financial inclusion, because we think that's another important area of banking. So we're looking forward to having a great evening. Lots of people are going to win their awards. Everybody's going to be having a fantastic time, and we'll wait until next year.
Fantastic. Thank you, Brian.
The top award for the whole award ceremony. It is the Global Bank of the Year Award 2017, and it goes to Santander Group. Please welcome to the stage Bruce Carnegie-Brown, Group Vice Chairman.
Ladies and gentlemen, as one of the few guests allowed to speak this evening, perhaps I could begin on behalf of us all by thanking the Banker magazine and Brian Caplen for hosting these awards tonight, and to thank also Michael Burke for navigating us through this evening so effortlessly. I'd also like to thank the judges who have worked hard to make their decisions and to congratulate them on the wisdom of their decisions this evening. And finally, I'd like to congratulate all of you on your success this evening. Indeed, it's a privilege for me to be receiving this award on behalf of all my colleagues at Santander, and it's a tribute to all of their work that I stand here tonight in front of you. In truth, the business model of Santander has proved to be very resilient in the last 10 years. And this consistency and stability has allowed us to invest behind a strategy of earning the loyalty of our customers in the last few years. And this has allowed us to increase and improve the number and the quality of the services that we offer our customers. And as a result, our customers trust us more and more to solve their financial problems. But we know that there's an awful lot more to do, that we must do to improve. And my 200,000 colleagues around the world work every day to try to improve on the quality of what we do for our customers. But the recognition this evening, I think, will give them a sense of enthusiasm and encouragement that some of their work so far has been recognized. So I thank you all very much for listening, and I thank you for being here, and I thank you very much for the award.
The winner of the Global Bank of the Year Award 2017 is Santander. I'm with Bruce Carnegie-Brown, Vice Chairman. Bruce, congratulations. It's the top award. Santander's had fantastic results this year. What's behind those great results?
Well, Brian, first I'd like to say thank you very much for the award on behalf of all of Santander's employees and all of my colleagues at Santander. I think in terms of the financial results, I attribute those to two things really. First is Santander's business model. It's a low-risk business model that has an attractive balance of business between developing and developed markets and has proved to be a very resilient model over the last 10 years.
So basically you're able to, when one market faces difficult times, you've got other markets that are coming on strongly.
Exactly, and nowhere more obvious than 10 years ago in the financial crisis, a big problem in the Spanish economy, our home economy, but a fantastic growth business in Brazil.
Okay, and Brazil's been very strong this year as well, hasn't it?
Well, it has indeed. In fact, I was there yesterday and it continues to perform very attractively. And in fact, this year, of course, Brazil's moving into growth again after 3 years of recession. And one of the remarkable things about Santander is that it's performed very well even through the period of recession. And of course, we hope for even better things now the economy is growing again.
So tell us a little bit about the digital transformation that's going on in Santander, because you've always placed a lot of emphasis on digital.
Well, I think it's important to all banks now to become digitally relevant to their customers. And so for us, it's been about two things really. It's been about reinventing ourselves internally in terms of our platforms to make them more agile and more efficient so that we join up what we do for customers in the way they want it. And secondly, it's been about creating digital responses to customer needs. So we have created the first digital-only bank, full-service bank in Spain called Open Bank. And we've also in Brazil, where I was yesterday, created a digital payments platform called Super Digital, which just in the last 12 months has increased the number of customers on that platform by 500,000. So it's actually a very exciting time, and we're trying to devote more and more of our investment to digital outcomes for customers.
Okay, now the other thing about Santander is you've always had this focus on loyalty of customers, so that they have a 123 account and then they go on and buy one or two other products. Is there a link between loyalty and digital?
I think the key link between loyalty and digital is being able to respond to the customer, and I think all banks are learning this, and we've certainly tried to learn that lesson at Santander, which is you've got to put the customer first and therefore respond to the way the customer wants to do business. So for some customers, the branch bank will remain the most important interconnection for them, but increasingly we're finding that our customers want to deal with us digitally, and the number of people who are interrogating their bank accounts and their statements now within the day is growing all the time, and so people want to be in more control of their finances, understand when payments are made, when payments are received, and a digital medium is becoming absolutely essential, I think, to be relevant to a younger generation, but also actually a more mature generation as well, as people engage in more active financial planning around the way they work.
Okay, 2018 is coming up. What are the goals for Santander in 2018?
In many ways, I think in 2018, Santander's goals are going to be very similar to 2017. We put out some key performance indicators for our shareholders and our investors back in 2015. And these were all around increasing the number of loyal customers that we have across the bank worldwide, increasing the number of digital customers we have in the bank worldwide, and of course trying to improve the returns that we generate for our shareholders. And in 2018, we expect to do the same as 2017, only better and faster.
Bruce, good luck with that. Congratulations again on the award.
Thank you, Brian.
The next winner has won country awards for both Belgium and France. The winner is BNP Paribas.
Hello and welcome. I'm here with Anne-Marie Verstraeten, the UK head of BNP Paribas. Now, you have won the award for the best bank in Western Europe this year. Congratulations.
Thank you, Stephanie. We are delighted.
You are very welcome. The interesting thing is, the environment for banking in Europe hasn't been the easiest in the last few years. So tell me, what did you see as the main challenges in the last years?
Well, we obviously have seen persistent low interest rates. We have seen continuing regulatory dialogue. We see the financial sector in transformation, and client behaviors, client needs are changing very rapidly. So it really necessitates banks to innovate and to offer new customer experiences. That is a challenge, but I think at the same time an opportunity.
And you have taken this opportunity. Now tell me, what would you say were the main successes in the past year?
Well, against the environment that I just described, we have delivered very sound financial results. Perhaps more importantly, we unveiled in March our 2020 plan for the group, and that is really a plan that focuses on the acceleration of our transformation program. Great for us, the UK is part of the growth plans, and really we are today already more than 9,000 people. We have ambitions to grow most of our 8 significant businesses we already have. We are here since 150 years. So what the vision really entails is that by further leveraging on our diversified business model and our leadership positions to be and become the European reference bank with global reach.
And you mentioned the 2020 plan. So looking forward into the next few years, what would you say are the main points? I've read something about a digital investment plan, and where are the opportunities?
Yes, well, you are quite right. We are zeroing in on 2 axes of transformation, digital and sustainability. We have really set aside a fantastic budget of 3 billion euros to invest and accelerate the digital transformation and work on increasing efficiencies so that we can offer to our clients, be they consumers, be they businesses, corporate institutions, processes which should be simple, seamless and secure.
Anne-Marie Verstraeten, thank you very much.
Thank you.
To Myanmar, Bank of the Year 2017 is the KBZ Bank.
I'm here with Nyo Mien, the Senior Managing Director at KBZ Bank in Myanmar. KBZ has won the Bank of the Year award for Myanmar this year. Congratulations and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for the Banker and also Financial Times for this award.
So first off, I wanted to ask you about the national expansion of the bank. That is one of the reasons why KBZ has won the award. You're expanding also to increase financial inclusion in the country. Where are you expanding exactly in the country and how is that going for you?
In the very beginning, we focus only in the commercial cities because it's a more commercial viability and they need more banking services. But based upon our financial inclusion, we will have to provide our banking services throughout the country. So because of that, we have expanded our bank branches and ATM network, and also we issue, these numerous Visa card, payment card, debit card, credit card, all these, and also we provide some other thing, let's say for mobile banking platform, and also in future we're going to establish mobile money in order to provide all banking services to include everybody in our financial system.
And beyond Myanmar's border, I know that KBZ has set up representatives' offices in Thailand, Singapore, and Malaysia. Why did you pick these countries, and where next would you like to expand?
We have many Myanmar migrant workers who are working now in these 3 countries. And first, we'd like to provide the remittance services for them to return their salary back to Myanmar. Mainly is to, we like to establish the official, this platform, for the remittance. And by having our representative office and also expanding into some other operation in order to be done in future, we like to take care closely to our Myanmar migrant workers. It is our first intention. And as you know, these three countries, we have more relationships in the trading and for investment. So we have also more relationship in the financial market with these three countries. That is why we prioritize in these three countries. But in future, not only in the ASEAN region, also to the Asia-Pacific region, like China, India, Japan, Korea, we have also investment ties, trading ties with them. So we are also our relationship with the financial market.
So you will plan to expand even further?
Yeah, of the second stage. But in the final stage, of course, we also like to expand to the Western countries like UK, US.
Perfect. And if you had to tell me, in Myanmar, obviously it's a nascent financial market, very early stage of development. At this moment in time, for a bank like yours, if you could tell me one key challenge that you're still facing, what would that be?
We have the unbanked population is about only 17% of the population. So, but it is also opportunity, to expand our network. But only thing is we need to have the skill, from financial sector, we need the skilled employees. For this, for temporary measure, we can use the, these expatriates and also repatriates coming back to Myanmar. So these are temporary measure, but for the long run, we need to have these Asia development for the banking sector. This is one thing. Another thing is about relating to the country. We are lacking infrastructure such as the power generation or transport, and also some laws and regulation to be in place. So, but it is now being focused by the country to improve it. So we hope we can easily overcome. And so at the same time, we are going to train our people. So we could see these challenges we can solve by ourselves.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much and good luck. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Next to Nicaragua, and the winner there in 2017 is the Banco Lafise Bancentro.
Hello and welcome. I'm talking to Rodrigo Zamora Terán, who is the regional head for corporate banking of Banco Lafise Bancentro, Bank of the Year in Nicaragua. Thank you for joining me. Congratulations and welcome to London.
Thank you very much, Silvia. It's a pleasure for me to be here. It's an honor to be here receiving the award on behalf of Banco Lafise Bancentro and Lafise Group, to be receiving the award of Bank of the Year in Nicaragua. It's a real pleasure. Thank you for having me.
And it's a very well-deserved award. The bank in Nicaragua has gone from strength to strength in terms of profitability, efficiency, risk management. What were the highlights for you for last year?
That is correct. We are very happy with all the results we have been having in the past years. Really, the profitability is the most notable. ROE of more than 25% for several years in a row. 2016, we finished with over 26%. An ROE, bad loan ratio of less than 1%, to be exact 0.62%. So we are very happy. Return on assets of around 3%. So we are very happy with the trend that we are having and with very good perspectives towards the future.
So very strong figures. But you also had very interesting initiatives. So you keep on working on the digital side. You launched products to help, for example, savings, taking amounts from people's payrolls, but also to encourage people to use banks and improve the level of bancarization in the country, for example, using prepaid cards. So is it something that we will continue to see from you in the future?
Yes, of course. That is a strategy that we have. Nicaragua as a country, only 18% of the population is banked. So that leaves a very large room to grow and to include much of the population into the banking system, and that would obviously promote also economic growth and prosperity for the country. We have introduced several products. We are working a lot with the remittances and the beneficiaries of remittances, trying for them not to take out the cash, but to see how to save some of that cash or invest it in a mortgage or in or something that can be more productive than just consuming it right off the bat. So, as you said, the prepaid cards. Also, we have put a lot of emphasis on prepaid cards. That is a product that we are using to understand consumer behavior and many of this population that has been unbanked, and then from there we can use that to cross out into other products.
And so this is something that I'm assuming you're also potentially going to export in the other markets where you operate. So Lafise obviously has a big presence across Central America.
That is correct. We cover 11 countries, from Mexico, all of Central America, Colombia, Panama, Venezuela, and Dominican Republic. We are very happy with the results that we've been having. Really, our future is look to see how to consolidate the group even more, continue to invest in our employees, which are our main assets, in technology, and to continue to do things as productive and efficient as possible.
Very well. Well, congratulations again, and now it's time to celebrate.